What causes teen acne? And what are the best skincare and professional treatments and lifestyle and beauty tips for teenagers with acne? Hi, my name is Jana Elston. I'm a skincare teacher, educator, and blogger. And I love helping people with their skin problems, with their skin conditions, and different beauty tips as well. So I've started a blog called thebeautybusiness.com.au where you can get some great advice and great tips for your skin and other beauty tips. And often people contact me via my business, my Facebook page, asking me questions. So today I'm going to answer a question from one of my fans who send me questions by direct message. So you can, anytime you've got a question, you can send it to me by direct message on my page at the top there. So the question was, hi, I'm suffering with many pimples, I think cystic pimples. I'm 17 years old and from now, and my acne started when I was 16 years old. My pimples before were on the right cheek only, but after 1 year my pimples became worse, and now I'm frustrated, I'm shy, and I lost confidence because of it. Please help me. I really feel for you. I have a teen daughter as well, and she's been battling acne for some years now as well. So I understand, and I have some great tips for you. What works, what doesn't work, what causes the acne, the treatments you can do at home, what skincare you can use, and professional treatments you can do at a professional beauty clinic that can really work and clear it up for you. And I'll talk about what causes the acne and lifestyle nutritional tips that I have also to give you that will help you with the acne. So let's talk about, first of all, we're talking specifically today about teen acne. So what causes teen acne? Well, you won't be surprised. Most people know that the hormones are trigger of teen acne. So as children go through puberty, there is a spike in hormones, and the hormones can trigger oil production in the skin. It's the same hormones that trigger hair growth. They trigger more sweating. You particularly notice that in teens as well, that they tend to sweat more. And yes, they do produce more oil, which can lead to acne. However, I'm finding today that teens often not only get that teenage acne, they can often get what we call adult acne or toxic or cystic acne as well. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about the difference between the two and why the different types of acne have to be approached differently and treated differently. So hormones are the cause of both what we call teen acne and cystic acne. Certainly they are a trigger. So in that respect, it's about managing your skin the best. There's not much you can do about the hormones. We need those hormones to take us from childhood into adulthood. But how you manage your skin, how you look after it can certainly help a great deal, and other lifestyle factors I'll talk about. Stress, I've found, is a big trigger for acne, both in children, in teens, and in adults as well. My daughter was just sitting her yearly exams at school, and we noticed she had a bit of a breakout leading up to it and during that stressful period. So stress can trigger acne as well. Stress affects the body. It affects the hormones. That we've got stress hormones that are released by the adrenal glands that can lead to breakouts. So stress can be caused. And perhaps you probably can relate, even if you don't suffer with acne, you perhaps know somebody, or you may have had a stressful period. The next morning you wake up and you've got that painful lesion on the chin. I used to get them on the nose. I don't know why, but if I had a stressful period exams, I'd get these terribly painful, big, red, sore pimple on the nose. And it wasn't related to oil flow as such. That was a stress spot. So Stress can be a big trigger as well. Diet. I'm finding more and more diet is causing a lot of the acne that we see, particularly the cystic acne. So specifically, in fact, teen oily acne is related to oil and hormones. Very rarely I would say that it's related to something you eat. There are some myths saying that, if you're teen and you eat chocolates, you can break out. It won't cause the pustular kind of breakout. It may, though, however, lead to the cystic acne, which is a different type. So diet is a big cause both in teen and adult acne. Particularly things to look out for would be glucose, sugar. Sugar can lead to breakouts. It can affect the gut flora. It can unbalance the gut flora, and it can lead to a condition called Candida albicans, which I have seen people with that condition have acne. So sugar is a big cause. Lactose in some people, lactose intolerance can be a trigger for acne. Gluten, I'm finding more and more people really have problems with gluten intolerance. And for some, like my daughter who was tested for gluten intolerance, she came back as negative. However, I believe she's got a gluten allergy because we've noticed a major difference. Once we eliminate gluten from the diet, the skin cleared up. After years of battling acne, I mean, it's too much of a coincidence that once we stopped gluten, within days, the skin cleared up. It was amazing watching the skin clear up. So gluten is a big thing, and gluten's in your bread, it's in your biscuits, it's in your donuts, it's in even sausages. You can, when they use breadcrumbs on schnitzels and sausages, your KFCs, gluten is everywhere. So we had to make some dietary changes. Actually, the whole family is now, I'm not cooking two different meals. I'm cooking one meal and we're all gluten-free now. So, and it's helped her amazingly. So gluten is a big thing. In some people, I notice protein. So if people eat a lot of red meat, I have a feeling because it's something to do with it being acid forming. So it's inflammatory and acid forming red meat. Red meat should only be eaten by normal people once or twice a week. However, in modern lifestyle, because it's so cheap for us, it is easy to access, it's easy to prepare a quick meal at the end of the day. You just, put the steak in the frying pan and make yourself some veggies or salad with it. People tend to eat meat on a daily basis, and the body can't handle that amount of protein. So it'll react. It'll react in rashes, it'll react in fatigue. Inflammation can then result in also acne. So for some people, too much protein in the diet can result in acne. Acid forming foods, so processed foods with lots of preservatives and colors can cause or lead acne in some people as well. And inflammatory foods, so again, your processed foods. So really, when you walk into a supermarket, if you go to your health, your fruit and veggie section, that's all natural. Everything else in the supermarket is processed. You go to your deli, you got your processed meats. You go in the middle aisles, you got everything in there is processed. It can say natural on it, but it's processed. And when they go through a processing, they have to put certain chemicals in there. They have to put sugars in there. They have to put preservatives in it. So anything that's in the middle aisles, your cereals, your breads, your canned, your packaged foods, it's all processed. So processed foods can overload the system, which can result in acne as well. So if you really want to follow a healthy nutritional lifestyle, you'd be preparing most of the meals yourself from scratch. So instead of reaching out and using a bottled prepared sauce to make your stroganoff or whatever, you prepare the stroganoff at home from scratch. It's not that hard to do. You control what goes into your food. Anyway, we'll talk about nutritional tips a little bit down the track. But processed foods can cause inflammation. Your takeaway foods, anything that's really not made from scratch, you're taking the risk of it not being too good for you. Lifestyle factors. We lead such a fast-paced lifestyle today, and we don't even notice it, and we think it's normal. I was actually listening to an amazing TED Talk yesterday. I was traveling for work, and as I was traveling, I was listening. I download podcasts, and I listen to podcasts, and I was listening to a TED Talk. They were talking about the lack of sleep that we have. It's a bit of an epidemic. And it changed as the Industrial Revolution changed our lifestyle. And today, in fact, people show off on how little sleep they can get by on. The problem is our body is designed to repair and rejuvenate overnight. So if you don't get enough sleep, you don't give your body the chance to repair and rejuvenate. So just, you think you're being a hero by sleeping. My husband, he says, I only need 4 hours sleep, and it's almost like, well, you're a superhuman being if you do that. However, it's not good for you health-wise. Your brain specifically needs time to process all that information that comes into our brain during the day. So sleep is to help process information and allow our body to repair. Stress is the result of lack of sleep. Weight gain, acne, poor, foggy mind. I mean, there are so many side effects of lack of sleep, but lack of sleep can cause acne as well and delay the healing and repair of the skin. So lack of sleep, lack of exercise. We are such couch potatoes today. So we sit on the couch. In years gone by, people were a lot more active. They were out there in the afternoons. Kids were playing. I know when I was a child, I was out there. We drew the hopscotch on the ground, on the road, and we played hopscotch. We played elastics. We played marbles. We played hide and seeks. We were running around and playing the whole time. Whereas today, the kids are sitting in front of TV or in front of the phone and computer. We are not moving, and the result of that is that your lymphatics are not moving. See, your circulatory system, your blood system, has a heart pump to pump the blood around the system. But your lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. It relies on movement, muscle contractions to move the lymphatics. So as you sit around, you're not moving, your lymphatics are not moving, your toxins accumulate in the tissues, then the body has no other way to get rid of the toxins except through the skin, which can result in breakouts, rashes, and other inflammatory conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis as well. So exercise is really important. I walk my dogs at least once a day. On the weekend, I do it twice a day. Walking is, and I don't take my phone with me. I just listen to the birds. I stop and have a conversation with the neighbors, and just look around, and I just absorb the beauty of nature around me as well. So try and get out and do a little bit of exercise every day to pump those lymphatics. It'll be good for your skin, for your mind and your body, okay? Lack of recreational activities. A lot of teens, they're stuck at home. They're not doing the sports like they used to. Get out there, do some sports. It's good for your mind, good for your stress, good for your skin, good for your body. It is the best antidepressant. Exercise, sunlight, getting out there is the best, which is great for your skin as well. Fast pace. We talked about fast pace. I'm just reading my notes up there, make sure I've covered everything. So these are some of the causes of acne. Well, with all that happening, what can you do to help clear your skin? So let's talk about, of course, people straight away ask, what can I put on my skin to make it go away? So we're going to talk about best skincare tips for treating teen acne. and the different types of acne, how you need to treat it. And then we'll talk about some professional treatments, which are amazing and can really speed things up. So let's talk about skincare tips. So get into a good cleansing routine and don't use harsh cleansers or scrubs. People with acne are tempted to scrub it away. You'll just make things worse. You need to be gentle, especially if the acne has a lot of redness around it. So your skin looks bright red. We call that inflammation. Inflammation needs to be calmed, soothed, not aggravated. So use a gentle cleanser. Be careful about using cleansers that are specifically designed for oily acne skin that you buy in department stores, supermarkets, pharmacies. They can be very harsh. They can put benzoyl peroxides and alcohols in them, way too much glycolics in them, and they strip the skin and aggravate the skin further. So what you need is a calming and soothing, gentle anti-inflammatory cleanser you can use every day. A cleanser with salicylic acid. So salicylic acid is probably the best thing you can use for your skin if there is inflammation and acne. It is a gentler form of a professional active ingredient that is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. So if you have pimples with pus in them, salicylic acid will kill the bacteria that causes that pimple. If you have cystic acne, which is inflamed, raised, sore, hot, the salicylic acid has anti-inflammatory action. And because salicylic acid is related to aspirin, it has a slight analgesic action about it too. People tell me that it feels cooling when they put it on the skin. So that cooling sensation is that the calming and soothing sensation. But you can't overdo it. So use a product that has, say, about 2%, 1 to 2% salicylic acid in a cleanser. It's perfect. It's a wash-off product, so it'll treat your skin as you cleanse your skin. Be careful with harsh glycolic cleansers. Don't go over, say, 5%. I've seen glycolic cleansers there that are 10, 13. The more you have doesn't mean it's going to be better. In fact, it can aggravate your skin. So if you've got acne, try to go with a lower dose. I would choose a high glycolic cleanser for somebody who's got thickened, sun-damaged skin where we need to refine that skin. But teen acne, particularly teenage, I know I've been treating my daughter for a few years. Her skin is so delicate and so sensitive. So you've got to treat it gently. Be gentle with your skin. So get into a good cleansing routine, because if you've got the teenage oily acne, you need to balance that oil to prevent the oil building up in your pores and causing blackheads, which can then erupt and cause acne. So use a gentle cleanser that will balance that oil, help to reduce inflammation, and hopefully kill that bacteria as well that causes the acne. Next, you need a spot treatment. Now, the best spot treatments will include zinc. Zinc is anti-inflammatory and healing. It's great for acne. Salicylic acid I mentioned before, that's a terrific one. I'll share a story with you. I was actually talking to a beauty therapist, and she had beautiful skin, but for some reason she had this massive pustule sitting just under the skin. She said it just came up like overnight. And it was almost the size of a 5-cent piece. It was massive. And you could see the yellow pus underneath it. So I told her, just put some glycolic salicylic based serum on top of it. It'll draw it out. So I saw her about lunchtime. By 4 o'clock, she called me. She said, Yana, it's come out. It drew it out. Literally all the pus came out. And I said, great, now you need to heal it. So a serum with salicylic in it, a little bit of glycolic as well, will help to exfoliate that skin that's trapped it in, and then draw that pus out and kill the bacteria and dry it up. With my daughter, I found if she's had pimples come up, that night after cleansing, we apply the serum, spot treating it. In the morning, she woke up, all the yellow pussy heads were totally dried up, and they turned into these scabs. They were crusty, hard scabs. When she had a shower, they just fell off. So it literally dried her pimples up overnight. It was amazing. So look for something, and a serum like that you'll only find in a professional beauty salon. You won't find it in a pharmacy or supermarket. It's too strong for people that are not qualified to sell. So now it's very important if you're using a treatment overnight. Now I recommend using your strong treatments overnight while you sleep to dry up the pimples and to reduce the inflammation. During the day, you need to moisturize your skin with an anti-inflammatory moisturizer and something that promotes healing of the skin. So at night we're treating, during the day we're protecting and healing. And that is really important to get that balance right. Don't be tempted in using really strong products day and night. Number one, they cause photosensitivity. So the minute you go in the sun, your skin will get sunburned. So you need to use something that's protective, anti-inflammatory, and of course, yes, you need to use a sunscreen, especially if you're using glycolic, salicylic based or even retinol based products at night. Speaking of retinols, retinol is terrific treatment to use on acne, but I've found is most effective on cystic acne, the inflammatory acne, because vitamin A, which is retinol, is a powerful anti-inflammatory ingredient. So that is particularly good for the cystic acne that is the result of the stress or diet or lifestyle factors rather than oil. See, often cystic acne doesn't have any oil in there. We see that a lot in adults as well. So retinol-based serum or cream would be terrific also to use at night to help reduce that inflammation and speed up cell renewal, which accelerates healing in the skin. So that would be a great tip there. Next, I said sunscreen. Now, with exfoliation, I said at the beginning, don't be tempted to over scrub your skin, because people want to scrub away the acne because they think there's dirt trapped in the skin. It's not dirt, it's just your oil. If you've got that oil, sebaceous acne, or where you've got the inflammation, it's just related to your lymphatic system and it's already taking care of it. So you can't scrub it away. You'll just aggravate your skin. So how do you exfoliate your skin? Use a gentle exfoliant just once a week. Once a week is enough, because if you're using retinol or AHAs, BHAs as spot treatments, they are exfoliating your skin. They're part of the way they work is that they exfoliate. So once a week, you just want a gentle exfoliating, nothing too scrubby. Enzyme peels are nice. A product that you leave on and then wash off would be better than a harsh scrub. So be careful with the too much friction or aggravation of the skin. Try and be more gentle here. Now, what I found works really well, if there is something you want to do extra, 2 or 3 times a week, use a mask. Masks are terrific for acne. I think more better than actually exfoliants. So if somebody was going to say, which one should I buy, the exfoliant or the mask, I could go with the mask, because I know with acne you're going to see immediate results with it. Immediately calming and soothing. The skin feels fresher, it feels calmer, it feels softer, it's more refined. I would definitely go with a mask. So look for a mask that's designed to reduce inflammation in the skin. So it's a calming, soothing mask. And if you've got oily skin, so you have oil-related acne, and how do you know you've got oil-related acne? Your skin feels shiny, it feels greasy, and you have often blackheads and open pores associated with it. If you've got no visible pores, your skin is most probably dry, right? So for oily acne, absorbent masks are fantastic. They absorb the impurities, detox the skin, draw out the oil from the pores. They help to also mildly exfoliate the skin, and often they have ingredients in them that are anti-inflammatory to reduce inflammation. So masks are well worth investing in. Definitely try a mask. It'll help a great deal. Now, what about professional treatments? So once you get everything right at home, and please Get your home skincare routine right first before investing in a professional treatment. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money. You'll go and have your professional treatment, then come back to your bad habits, and the acne comes back. So if you really want to see long-term results, get your home skincare right first, and then get yourself doing some professional treatments. And in fact, you'll see much better results with your professional treatments if you've got a good home care at home. 80% of the results is what you do with your skin every day. Okay, so some people think they take shortcuts by going in and booking in microdermabrasion. They think that'll fix it all. Then they go back home and they start from scratch again the next time. So get your skincare right first before you invest in professional treatments. Now, which professional treatments work well on acne? Deep cleansing facials. So if you have the oil-related acne and you've got lots of clogging and congestion and blackheads associated with it, a deep cleansing facial would be fantastic. So they will do a cleanse, they'll do an exfoliation, they'll probably steam to soften all the comedones, the congestion and blackheads. They'll extract and they use a calming and deep cleansing mask at the end. Your skin will feel immediately better. So, but that is only suited for oil-related acne or clogging and blackheads and congestion, or if there is a pussy head, they will gently ease it out for you. It is not suited for cystic acne. You can't squeeze a cystic lesion out. All you're doing is ripping the skin and getting lymph out, and you need the lymph to cleanse the skin. So do not, and at home, do not squeeze blind pimples. Repeat after me. I will not squeeze blind pimples, right? Don't squeeze blind pimples because you are damaging your skin severely. That can and will result in scarring. And we'll have sometimes clients come in and they'll have acne and then they'll have all these scabs. And I said, oh, you've been picking at your skin. No, I haven't. We know if you've been picking at your skin, you can't lie. So don't pick on those blind pimples, please, because it'll just cause you lots of grief down the track. Now, what can you do if you're tempted? You've got something there, put a spot treatment, put a mask on. You know, that's what you can do immediately instead of picking, right? Okay, so professional treatments, deep cleansing facials are terrific for that sebaceous acne, the clogging congestion. But for your adult acne or cystic acne, anti-inflammatory facials are terrific. So there are calming and soothing facials you can do that will reduce the inflammation and speed up the healing of that skin. Lymphatic drainage massage is terrific because it helps to move that lymph along so that it speeds up the removal of the toxins that are causing the breakout, the toxic acne, and speed up the healing of the skin as well. So lymphatic drainage massage is terrific. So that's something you can have done also by a professional during an anti-inflammatory facial. LED phototherapy. LED is a light therapy, so it's a machine that shines bright light of special wavelengths. So they will choose a colored light that has a particular wavelength. So for sebaceous acne where there is infection, the light they choose to use to treat that acne is blue, and it's around 405 to 420 nanometers. That kills bacteria. It has been found scientifically that it will kill the bacteria that's causing the acne. It's called the P. acnes bacteria. So blue light therapy has been known for a while to be very effective at treating teen sebaceous oil-related acne where it's breaking out because of the bacteria in the skin. Now for your cystic acne, red light is better. So red light is about 633 nanometers, penetrates much deeper into the skin. It reduces inflammation and boosts healing and recovery. It boosts collagen production, so that's great at reducing scarring and improving scarring as well. We also use red light for treatment of anti-aging, for firming and lifting. But in the case of acne, it's powerful anti-inflammatory and helps the skin heal. Now, those beauty therapists who have a machine that can do both is even better. So if you can have a treatment with LED, ask, do you have a machine that uses both lights? So there will be machines that either will shine red and blue on the skin at the same time, or they alternate, or they'll do 10 minutes with red, 10 minutes with blue, or vice versa. So machines that have both lights are more effective. That's more recent studies are showing if you can have red and blue LED light therapy is a lot more effective, because it both kills bacteria and reduces inflammation and speeds up the healing. So LED is non-invasive. It is probably the best treatment I would recommend for teens, especially younger children, because it is a relaxing treatment. You just lie down, they put goggles over your eyes, and then they put the light on for about 20 minutes. So it's a very relaxing treatment, rather than something like peels, for example. My daughter found peels quite strong. They were burning skin. She was very sensitive. We only done 1 or 2 peels. We don't tend to do them because she doesn't like them. So LED would be better, especially for younger people. So speaking about peels, peels are terrific. So a teenager like my friend who wrote to me, she was 16, 17, she can certainly tolerate a peel quite well. And I would go with level 1 peels. So your glycolic salicylic blend peels would be very good. Lactic, I wouldn't do too much for the acne. You really need salicylic component in the peel to kill the bacteria and reduce inflammation. So you need an anti-inflammatory peel. Sometimes beauty therapists offer enzyme peels for acne. This is only effective where there is congestion. So if you've got more oily related acne and lots of blockages, enzyme peels will help. They're more gentle as well. But for inflammatory conditions such as cystic acne, it's not going to do very much, I'm afraid. So you need the salicylic acid component in a peel for it to be effective. Don't do microdermabrasion. Now, I get very cranky when I see therapists offer microdermabrasion for acne. It is not... I used to sell microdermabrasion machines, and I used to teach people. I actually still go in the salons and teach people how to do microdermabrasion. And acne is a contraindication. You can spread the bacteria if there's infection, and if it's inflamed acne, you can speed up the. It's like a harsh scrub. You aggravate the skin with the microdermabrasion. Where microdermabrasion is very effective is post-acne scarring. So it's terrific after the skin has recovered from acne, treating the acne to reduce the scarring and to build and to speed up healing. So for example, there was a client I treated who her acne, she stopped breaking out, but she had these red bruise type lesions left over from acne. Now, course of peels was fantastic. It really helped to clear it up. Within the 6 treatments, her skin cleared up. She had no more of those bruise type scarring, which can persist for about 6 months because the skin's still healing. So the microdermabrasion treatment actually helped to speed up that healing. But I wouldn't use it over pustules, and I wouldn't use it over severe cystic acne. It will not do anything for it. It will aggravate it. So stay away from microdermabrasion. Choose a peel instead, or LED light, or a deep cleansing facial instead. Now, wellness tips, lifestyle factors, nutritional tips that I can give you. And if your acne is a cystic type of acne, you really need to pay attention to your lifestyle and your diet. You really do, because often something in there is the trigger. Everybody's different. No 2 skins are alike. So if somebody's sensitive to gluten, doesn't mean that everybody who has acne has a sensitivity to gluten. You need to find out what it is that's causing your triggers, or what your triggers are. So what I would suggest is keep a food diary. Keep a food diary. In the morning you wake up, you've had a breakout, think about what you've eaten, or go back in your diary and have a look what you've eaten the last day or 2. Usually it's, I've seen it, people break out like the very next day, if they've eaten something that is not right for them. So keep a food diary, and you'll quickly notice that there will be a pattern. So for example, every time you've had an ice cream, you've broken out. Okay, so ice cream may have gluten, may have lactose, may have sugar in it. Let's try and eliminate one of those and see what happens. So that's how you would approach it. Keep a food diary, and this is going to be very useful if you do go and get some professional advice from a natural healthcare practitioner, such as a naturopath, who are trained to diagnose, what the triggers are for acne, and then give you best tips and make a diet plan or nutritional plan for you. So if you keep a food diary, that's going to be invaluable information for them. Keep a mood diary. So maybe use the same diary, but keep a record of your mood every day. So every morning you wake up, what is your mood? At the end of the day, write down what your mood is, and then see if there's a pattern. So if, for example, if I'm feeling a little bit stressed, exams, next day you break out, stress could be the trigger for you. So if the stress is a trigger for you, then you need to do something to help to reduce the stress in your life. So we talked a lot that stress is a big trigger for acne. So what can you do? Meditation. Meditation is fantastic. It helps your mind process information. It helps your mind clear the clutter, and you'll be able to refocus and function better. But most importantly, it reduces stress levels. So meditation is very important. Exercise is important if you're under stress. People feel, I don't feel like exercising because I just want to relax. But exercise is important because it actually helps your mind relax, and it helps your body relax, eases the tense muscles. So exercise, get out, go for a walk, go for a swim, go and play games, go for a dance. I love dancing. So dancing is a great form of exercise as well. Put the music on and do some hip hop. Recreational activities, get a hobby. I used to love doing ceramics. I used to do ceramics when I was younger. It was so relaxing. Once a week, twice a week, I would sit down and I'm not an artist by any stretch of mind, but I loved it because it was so relaxing. So get a hobby. The thing that's trending at the moment is colouring in for adults. So you can get a beautiful colouring in book and get your pencils and sit there and just colour in. It's almost like meditation. It helps to de-stress. So do something recreational, which is, a hobby, spending time with friends, having fun, having a laugh. It's important. Drink more green smoothies. I wrote down here, I needed to mention that because they're so good for you. They're anti-inflammatory. They're packed with nutrition. They're great for your skin to help to speed up healing and reduce inflammation. So drink more green smoothies and start your morning with hot lemon water. It helps to detox your liver, detox your skin. I swear, when I started drinking hot lemon water, I can't tell you how many people told me, what are you doing with your skin, Yana? Your skin is glowing. It made such a huge difference to my skin. So it will help to detox your skin and speed up healing, reducing inflammation and the acne too. So hot lemon water probably is a great thing you can do straight away. But eat healthier foods, eat fresh fruit and veggies, prepare the food yourself from scratch, eat more fish. Fish has omega-3, 6, 9 in it, which is anti-inflammatory, speeds up skin healing when it's been damaged. So try and eat fish 2 or 3 times a week. Have perhaps meat-free dishes once or twice a week, and maybe your meat once or twice a week, so your protein. But try and eat larger portions of salads and smaller portions of carbs. Carbs have sugar in it, gluten, etc. So try and keep it balanced, keep it healthy and balanced. It'll really help with your acne as well. So there you go. So it was a fairly long training we did today on teen acne and tips and lifestyle tips and skincare tips and professional tips that will help clear teen acne. So if you found this interesting and informative, why don't you jump into my group, the Beauty Business Students Group, if you'd like to learn more about skin and ingredients. Usually after this session, I go in on a Saturday and do an extra video there, an extra mini training. So if you'd like to learn more, I'll pop the link below. If you love this video, why don't you join me? Every Saturday I jump on to do Skin Tips Saturday Live. So every Saturday morning around 8 o'clock, I jump on and share my beauty tips with you. If you love this, please share it with your friends, and especially if you think it'll help somebody, they're gonna thank you for that. So thanks very much for joining me today. It was real fun. I really enjoyed it today, and have a fabulous week. Drink green smoothies, drink your lemon water. So until next Saturday, have a fabulous week. Take care. Bye for now.